Everybody listen to Darren Carter. Yeah. We all know he's the party starter. So if you want to listen to a podcast for free, listen to a Pocket Party. Pocket Party. Durant.
And we're back, everybody. Episode 333 of the Pocket Party Podcast. Thanks for riding with us, baby. That's right. It is the new year, 2026. By the way, if you love this show, and I hope you do, you're listening to it, click Buy Me a Coffee in the description and buy me a coffee. Why not? And I'll buy one for John DiResta.
Thank you.
That's right. I love it. I love when we get coffee, man. We get different coffees. We get like Americanos. I like my Americano black. You like your Americano? Let me guess it. Americano with cream and one like fake sugar. I forget what it's called.
One
Stevia?
Splenda or one Sweet and Low.
That's right.
Yep. Today I got from a donut shop. The coffee I'm drinking now. You know, like when you go to these 24-hour donut shops?
Yeah.
That's where I shop every now and then. It's good.
And is the coffee pretty good?
Not only is it good now, and it's 8 hours later, but I had 2 customers for the woodworking, and instead of doing it in my cold shop with his noise from the other shops, I sat down for the first time in 20 years and you know, broke out the notebook, made a few drawings. You know, this is going to be this much. And I hate to say it, I had 2 homeless incidents in 10 minutes. 2.
Where? At your
one guy walked in
near your shop?
No, in this donut shop.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's that and 7-Eleven. They're like flies to S.
Yeah.
And watch this. This is weird. One guy came in and I got right out of my chair, you know, ready for some Jewish karate if he wanted to bring it, or run.
Yeah.
You know, grab everything and run.
Yeah.
And then a guy stopped right in front of me. This is today.
At the donut shop, because it's raining.
It's raining.
Just to set a tone, it's raining, it's cold.
Oh, it's really bad weather the last few days.
Yeah.
And he takes something out of his right front of his sweatpants belt and manipulates it in his hand and then slides it back in as if it's a handgun.
Wow.
And I can't see if it's the butt of a cell phone, but the way he's maneuvering the pants, and you know, it looks like he's from Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to turn right in and rob the handsome guy with the nice phone and the notebook.
Working on his wood shop and his jokes.
Right. And I was eating a croissant that was plain that I buttered each piece. With real butter.
So you weren't ready to get robbed.
I was. Listen,
you're like, dude, I need to eat this.
That croissant was $2.75, dog. What's up, Clucker?
What's up, Clucker? You're like 25 cents or $3 short, bro.
But I wind up just so I had to carry everything out to the car. Like if there was 2, I don't want to push my luck. It made me sad.
So the first one you're like, okay, and then the second one, and then
right. The odds of me 2 in a row is slim.
Yeah.
And the first one was gone. He looked like a bus backfired. And he popped out.
Well, hello.
You know, from head to toe.
Oh my gosh.
The dirt.
Yeah. I don't like. That's not an environment I want to write jokes in or be in.
No, not at all.
And also, you don't. I'm sure as a cop, you don't put your back to the door, right?
No, it's funny. I sit
face the door.
The way I chose to sit was very tactical. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It's hard to describe, but I sat where I saw everything.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Like, then you get to the point where you're like, your head's on a swivel. You're like, what am I doing here? This isn't relaxing. It's
and I felt bad. There's one, you know, there's usually 3 or 4 women running back and forth. It's always crowded. It's Sunday afternoon at 4. Nobody buys donuts and coffee.
Right.
They just don't. It's a morning place. Yeah. And she's in there all alone. And I thought of that.
Yeah. You're like, there's certain places I go and I won't get the coffee. Like if I walk in and it's just one giant 10-gallon aluminum-looking coffee thing, I'm like,
that's funny. I don't really look.
If I see that, I'm like, no.
But dude, you got to remember, I was a cop in the subway for 12 years.
Yeah.
So any coffee, for real. We used to be so broke that, well, in Coney Island, if you were a cop, at the center stand was open 24/7. Yeah. So imagine like a diner counter in the ugliest, dirtiest section of the world at 4 a.m. It's all bums. You know what I mean? It's drunks and bums.
Yeah.
And a cup of coffee for a New York City cop was just 25 cents. Or if the place around the corner was open, it was 25 cents, and they always put a cream cookie on top of the cup.
Oh.
So you wanted to go to the other one because you got one free cookie. And So what I'm getting at is just the fact that they had coffee. But then when I was in the homeless unit, we drove all around New York City. Me and Solomon Land would buy a sandwich, a hero or a hoagie, whatever they called it where you grew up.
Yeah, submarine sandwich or whatever.
A submarine sandwich.
Yeah.
And it was literally tomatoes and lettuce.
And no turkey or
nothing.
Wow.
Because it was $1.50.
Ooh.
And the sandwich was, whatever, $4.50, whatever the numbers were.
Yeah.
Dude, we would just eat, and we would order it. That's how broke we were. And then the other thing was soup. We used to be so cold.
Oh, yeah.
So cold in the winter, and the homeless outreach bus had no heat. They gave you the worst bus from the fleet of New York City buses.
Wow, no heat.
No heat. It's minus 20 degrees out on a cold night.
And then you go in there and it's still cold in there.
It's like when I slept in a tent about 4 years ago, first time in 50 years.
Yeah.
I slept in a tent with Adrian at the Maker Camp and thought it was going to be sexy and exciting.
Yeah.
And it was it was 25 degrees.
Yeah, you're saying goodbye to the wilderness. I'm going to go inside my tent.
Dude, and it's 1,000th of an inch thick.
Yeah.
And it's the same exact temperature. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Dude, I flipped out.
Wow.
I was like, I watch this.
Yeah.
I was so cold that she literally hugged me. Like swamped me to keep me warm, like we were survivors now.
You're like, get your icy fingers off me.
And I have diabetes, so my feet have neuropathy. So I couldn't feel how cold my feet were.
That's dangerous.
And at one point, I said to her, I have to check my feet. I think I'm.
Yeah, you don't know.
And I took off both socks and shoes and looked down. I expected to see 9 black toes.
Ouch.
Black.
Yeah.
See what I said? 9 there.
But you know what,
I'm missing a toe.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know, some people aren't into that. You know why?
Why?
Because they're black toes intolerant.
Oh, whoa. Thank God we discussed that before.
You can use that joke.
It is. That's
like
funny.
lactose and lactose.
Yeah, it fits perfect.
Perfect. By the way, I told that joke at the Laugh Factory. And I did it, pretty much after Kramer had his meltdown.
Right.
And I'm on that same stage, the background.
And all they heard was the word black.
Yeah. But I said black toes intolerant. And then no one really, they laughed kind of, but then it was kind of weird.
They didn't get it.
And because it was one of those rainy nights, and there's like 35 people.
Right.
And then a black girl, all you hear is she goes, excuse me. That's all you need to hear when you do
It's a twist on
lactose.
It's not a twist on any race at all.
I know, but the word black, and then you're on that stage.
So my setup is real.
Yeah,
I legitimately thought I was going to see 9 black toes and have to go directly to a hospital.
Yeah.
That's how cold I was. I don't know why we brought but when I was a transit cop, we used to be that cold.
And I'll tell you,
unbelievable.
My wife was telling me about a tip that she saw. Supposedly, if you're cold, I haven't tried it, but they say put on a pair of socks. Am I missing something? What was it again? It was it was a pair of socks.
I think everyone puts on socks in the cold.
No, you put on a pair of
secret.
You put a pair of socks, and then you put on
tin foil or a bag.
Yeah. You do that, dude.
No, I never did tinfoil.
You got to say it. I don't miss a trick. Give it to me.
I don't miss a trick, dude.
Dude, anytime I tell John something, he's like, I don't miss a trick.
Sandwich bags. Do you know about sandwich bags?
No, but they say you put socks, aluminum foil, and then another pair of socks.
Right. No, what we used to do.
Have you ever done that?
Not at all. But I just guessed. Long Island, you always saved your Wonder Bread bags because of the length and the thinness.
Yeah.
And you put socks, Wonder Bread bags, Wonder Bread bag, and then socks.
Wow.
And that kept the water out when you went snow shoveling.
Wow.
We used to snow shovel for money. Yeah. And imagine 5 or 6 young punks that are 12 years old that all sound like Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
And you had a section. Me and John Caracciolo, we got from Felton to Daub and as south as West Broadway.
Yeah.
Sean O'Rourke and Mike Batta. You have East Broadway from Mill Road, and then you're negotiating with some old Jewish lady. Yeah, we'll do this front sidewalk, this front area, the back, behind the car, everything right down to the concrete. 15. I'll give you 10. Don't do the sidewalk. You know what I mean? Like they
so
negotiate down the pieces.
You're giving extra, and she's like, "Well, don't do that part. And I'll do it for 10."
It's a negotiation. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
And then It was a snow day for us.
And then did you get tipped on top of it or no?
Sometimes you get a tip, but if you did 5 or 6 houses, now 3 of you guys just made $59.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Then.
It's a lot. It's real money.
Especially for when you're a kid,
And here's what we would do. All of our parents were always at work. Even though it's a snow day for kids, the parents got to go to work to make the money. So we would all go back. We would snow shovel from like 8 a.m. to 4.
Yeah.
And then we got beer and pot. You know what I mean? And ordered pizza. It was a snow shoveling bonanza.
Dang.
Yeah, for real.
You know what we used to do? We used to, do you remember when it was really popular in the 80s, 70s, and 80s? Those calendars that had monkeys on them, and they were dressed like people. Like they'd be a monkey, and they'd put overalls on them or a dress shirt.
I never owned one.
They put them in weird positions.
I was never that level of white trash from Fresno.
Yeah.
Or Clovis.
Fresno. Clovis. We look up at Clovis. Clovis is, even in the newspaper, Clovis, they'll be like, if they're selling a house, they'll be like, we're a Clovis school district.
Oh, wow.
Like,
okay.
That's something Clovis.
See, I always thought Clovis was more the butt of a joke. That's what I thought. Like, I did a gig in Clovis with Bob Golub, and it was $10 to get in and a 2-tooth minimum.
Yeah.
Thank God we discussed that one.
That's right. So listen, the calendar. So I got this monkey calendar. I guess my dad got it at work or whatever. And I was going, and then so you know what we did? Because we had some extra calendars. We cut off the calendar part, and then we went door to door and we sold those monkey things as posters.
Wow.
Like, hi, would you like a monkey poster? And I remember.
But wasn't it small?
It'd be like the size of this, like the size of a notebook.
It was a printed out thing.
Yeah, the size of a notebook. And so, and I, looking back, I think people were just doing it because it's cute and it's kids, and we were like 9, and we're like the little rascals,
right?
But I remember when this one lady, she kind of called us on it. She's like, "That looks like a calendar that you've just taken scissors to and took off the months." And we're like, okay, never mind. But dude, it was fun being a hustler back then, but not like you guys. I mean, you guys did we rake leaves. I remember raking leaves and getting some money.
You know why we never rake leaves?
And
you know why we never rake leaves? It's funny
that?
You say that. Ever. I mean, my dad did, and I guess we had to follow through. But as I got older, I never did it. My mom never did it because almost everyone has a gardener. The price is so cheap.
Wow.
Like, for $15 a month, they'll rake your leaves. So why would you do it? You know what I mean?
See, our neighborhood was just the economy level that nobody had gardeners. In fact, our neighbor was a gardener, like 2 doors down.
Well, in Long Island, all the gardeners are Italian. They're not Mexican. None. They're even called GINNY gardeners. I don't want to say the word.
Oh, yeah.
But they're called, it's just not even, you'd say, what's Gary Philman doing? He works with bocce. Like, a lot of white guys that didn't make it.
Yeah.
They, now they know they're going to get their $500 or $700 cash every Friday. But it's a guy you used to hang out with now. You see him just covered with a leaf blower. His shoes are green.
I don't think they had leaf blowers.
Dude, they smelled like wet. Gary Philman always smelled like wet grass when we went out drinking.
When did leaf blowers come out? I don't remember those back then.
Ask your mom.
Hey, have you ever heard of a guy named a singer named Leif Garrett?
Of course. Yeah.
Do you know what his groupies are called?
Leaflets.
No, leaf blowers.
Oh, okay. He was when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah,
it was Leif Garrett and Peter Frampton.
Yeah,
and Cheap Trick. Dude, that's I had that album on 8-track. So it would never end. Like 4 years of my life, I just listened to Frampton Comes Alive for 8 hours at night.
Guys, here comes a dad joke. You told me this the other day. It's one of your first jokes. You were probably 7 years old, I want to say. Country singer. His name is... Have you guys ever heard of a guy named Wasted Days and Wasted Nights? His name is Freddie Fender. And you were telling me that you got a big laugh.
I got a big laugh. And he was on TV. Maybe he was on... I probably used it more than once. And it was maybe the first joke I knew I could lean on. Remember those like late night Saturday night shows?
Yeah.
You might be too young. Bill Kirsch and his rock concert.
Oh,
or during the day, all those Mike Douglas shows.
Yeah.
And I said once, Freddie Fender, I thought they were going to have on Bobby Bumper. Somehow I got to Bobby Bumper, and it made adults laugh.
That's cool.
And it was just a stupid twist on the name.
Yeah.
And it was, what is that? The phonetics?
Yeah. Alliteration.
Oh, yeah. Mulrooney, God
alliteration.
Rest his soul, Mulrooney. Whenever I would do, like bop, 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 he would say, good alliteration. He would notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a funny thing to find in the stand-up. You know what I find in the stand-up that gets laughs? Lists. Because you don't have to set it up. You know?
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
I'll give you an example of a list.
Even if I just tell the group my favorite 5 metal bands, they're like on the edge of their seat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or I would do a list with, I'm Darren, they call me Duran. I am, I is, I was, I were, I have, has, had, do, does, did, will, shall, should, would, me, my must, can, could, because baby, I am Duran.
Yeah, I like it.
You know what I mean? And
that's a very George Carlin-esque memorized.
I learned that in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I learned that I am, I is, I was.
Yeah. Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Watch, this is what I learned. I guess I was really into it. Are you good with tongue twisters?
No. Let's go back.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Woodchuck.
Ooh. Let me try it. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Woodchuck.
Confirmed. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells by the seashore.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
I didn't get it. Let me try it again. She sells.
And you have to do it fast.
Oh, yeah. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, you got it.
How about this one? You know this one. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
No, I know.
You don't know that one?
No, curb dog. Say curb dog fast.
Curb dog fast. Curb dog. Curb dog. Curb dog. Curb dog.
Curb dog's a tough one.
Curb dog. No, you know it's a hard one because it has a diphthong. Toy boat. Say toy boat.
Oh yeah, toy boat's another one. Toy boat. Yeah, you can't get me
because you got to go toy and then you got to go boot. So that's why.
And
it's called diphthong.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onion on a sesame seed bun.
That's good.
That's McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
What about Burger King? Have it your way. Have it your way. Yeah.
Where's the
beef?
That's right. By the way, my wife and I have been laughing. I saw a Burger King commercial the other day. Let me just preface it with this. When they drive past Burger King, I've seen there's a giant poster and it said like, we accept EBT. And it's like this giant EBT Burger King. And a lot of times you see Burger Kings in the kind of in, I don't know, like they weren't like.
Yeah, no, I don't notice that. I noticed the EBT sign.
It seems like it's kind of gone downhill or something, but I don't know. But what do you think
tell
about?
You what?
Yeah.
I usually get a Whopper Jr. And it's the smallest thing on earth. It's an insult.
Wow.
It's just so dwindled down to nothing.
Really?
Candy
I guess so.
Dude,
shrinkflation, right?
If you get a Haagen-Dazs now, I get once a month.
Yeah.
It's like half the size of the one you're used to. Half.
Wow. Is it? Maybe it's because you're a grown up now.
No, not at all. They're being cheap assholes.
Because when you're a kid, you think Christmas trees are so tall, and then you become an adult.
No,
and
I get that. I get that.
Now.
No,
but that's interesting. Like the Whopper Jr. Is it as big as a coffee cup lid?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Damn, that's
coffee
terrible.
cup right there.
That's
yeah,
like
that's
3
funny.
bites and it's gone.
That's what they had White Castles for back in the day. You know, the White Castles were small up front.
I heard so much about it, like in those Beastie Boy songs, that when I first went there, I was like, "This is terrible." This is like
White Castle.
Yeah,
yeah. You got it's an acquired taste.
Yeah. It's like I was expecting something magnificent.
Do you remember the scene in Saturday Night Fever? We all redid that.
No,
he's on the table eating hamburgers.
No.
Yeah. We all redid that. Yeah, White Castle was part of your night. You drank, did drugs. You went to go see Twisted Sister from 11 till 4 in the morning. Then you went to White Castles. Then we went garage sailing and early birds, jacked up on coke and pot and acid. Then went to the diner. Our night ended at noon. We're out with people having a Saturday afternoon dinner with their kids, and we're like, "Fucking
oh gosh,
yeah." Can you guys keep it down?
Yeah, I know garage sales. I know yard sales. I remember my parents they had friends, Hank and Mary, and they'd be like, "Tomorrow we're going to go garage sailing." They'd have these little jokes. Yeah, we're going to go yard sailing.
Yeah. Well, watch this. You know what? I left out the spot. We'd go to White Castle, garage sailing as an early bird, and then in a town called Inwood, where Lyle Alzado grew up, and Mickey Hart, the drummer. Inwood.
Oh,
Inwood,
damn.
Long Island.
I think
it's the first town.
You said Inward. I was like, what?
No, you go
Inwood.
No, you go through a red light and you're in Queens. So it's almost like a part of New York City that got cut, the line cut. Mm-hmm. You know, the property.
Yeah.
And there was a house. Just imagine a house amongst a regular block that had all the windows boarded up, and you went in there in the middle of the night, and they stayed open. It was a nightclub.
What? Oh,
but music would be blaring, and it was, and you went after you went to White Castles and did your garage on the way to the spot. You did the garage sales. Now you're slipping into a dark house, an old haunted house with big what do you call porches around it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 2 floors. It looked like something from a horror movie.
Was it safe in there? Pretty safe?
No one cared. Everyone was drunk and high. And it brought, rich Jewish kids, black drug addicts, black drug dealers, and everyone was drunk and high. Everybody was it was a carnival atmosphere.
Oh, it wasn't a business. It was a private residence.
It was a private residence that they must pay the neighbors off.
Wow.
Wow. It was crazy, and the music would be blaring.
I remember going to some house parties in Fresno when I was under 21 and after I was like 18, so you're in that in-between stage, and maybe someone's parents, just like the 80s movies, their parents are out of town. I don't know what was happening, but
did you ever see that movie,
packed houses.
Project X?
No.
Oh, you got to watch it with your son. It's a true story of a rich kid in Pasadena that has a house party that gets out of hand. You know what I mean? How the parents' Mercedes-Benz gets driven into the pool.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a very well-made movie about one of those parties gone wild. And there's a 16-year-old kid in it named Costa who's a real wise ass, and he's really funny. And if they ever did the documentary about John DiResta, you could cut to like 3 scenes in this movie to that guy, and it looks like he's playing me. Same hair, same zingers.
Yeah.
And who's who's the bad guy in that movie? Rick Shapiro.
Oh, no
Rick
way.
Shapiro?
Yeah.
He's really good
Rick's
in it.
Cool.
He shows up with a flamethrower.
Rick Shapiro.
He shows up he sets the whole house on fire.
Okay, I got a question for you. So
I'm not gay.
Brooklyn is where. So tell me what's going on with Venezuela. They took the dictator
as of yesterday. I knew not one single thing.
Right,
but I made it there's been an arrest warrant.
Right.
He sells drugs. He's killed. His drug dealing has killed teenagers in America.
Terrible. Yeah.
And allegedly
Delta Force got them.
What's that?
I saw that American Delta Force, is that Delta Force or the
Army? I don't even know who. I never really thought who caught him. I
saw the president say something like, "We had ways that we turned the lights out," and then there was a guy live. I saw footage of a guy live streaming in Venezuela, and then the power's out.
Oh wow!
So they turned the power out.
Oh, what a cool thing!
Then the Delta Force. I saw a guy talking that was in. Am I right about this? Delta Force Army Ranger. Is it the same thing? I don't know. But anyways,
don't know.
So I guys, I apologize if you're listening. I'm mixing it up, but there was a guy that's a former that I follow online. He goes by the name Shrek.
Got it.
He was on Rogan. Really interesting guy. Anyways, he was describing like they do these practices. They practice and practice and practice. So there's no mistakes. They practice everything in like in a duplicate house type of situation. Right. And so they know like this, that. I mean, I've heard that guy in interviews that his name is John Shrek. They call him Shrek or whatever. He's like, they used to do stuff in Afghanistan. They'd break it. They'd go into where the terrorists are and they'd be asleep. And they would just like tap them to wake them up. How terrifying is that? To think you're safe in your own bed? And what it would be is like they have those night vision goggles, so those eyes are green. So you wake up and here's a soldier all covered how they look with just green eyes looking at you.
Oh God, you're going to give up.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said they would have like these terrorists. Like anyway, so
he's now in New York.
Yeah, they got him and his wife.
I was told by someone that knows a little bit that he's probably going to cut a deal, give up whatever information he has to if you let us just go live in a different country. Allegedly, he may not go to jail, but he's in the same jail as P. Diddy.
Yeah. And no, that P. Diddy is P. Diddy there, or P. Diddy was there?
Oh, I don't know. It's a good point. P. Diddy was there
because that guy was in Venezuela. He's like he has all that oil, right?
Right. He has supposedly the biggest thing of oil, and
then P. Diddy's
the Chinese were moving in, the Russians were moving in,
and P. Diddy's known for baby oil.
Oh, come on, with the Kevin Alderman joke.
It's 2 oil tycoons.
It's 2 in one prison.
Shout out to Kevin Alderman. He told me that on the way here.
I saw it on the internet.
Oh, you did see it? Oh, he put it out there already? Yeah. It's hilarious. Because I thought you just meant it's a Kevin Alderman type joke.
But they called it the tombs. That's how nasty it is inside. When you're a New York City cop, you go, we sent them to the tombs. I was never inside there. But I heard it's pretty bad.
So I saw footage of him walking in Brooklyn inside the thing, and he seems kind of like a big guy, and he kind of gave like the thumbs up, like he didn't see, and he actually wished somebody Happy New Year, and he told someone else good night. So he looks like he's in good spirits.
Right. Well, again, this is what I think. They're going to go let him live out the rest of his life. He's going to be protected in a castle somewhere in Argentina. So he's being nice.
I saw something. I mean, this should just be conspiracy, but
he's being appreciative.
Yes, they were like. they're like, man, Venezuela is where a lot of those voting machines were made.
Right, I heard that too.
So you heard all that. So they're like, maybe he's going to spill all kinds of secrets about different shaky stuff that happened in politics and this and that.
No, I don't want to get political, but
No, I'm not either. But
the shakiest thing is that in 2020, 14 more million people voted than ever voted before.
Interesting.
And they all voted for
a certain
Papa
candidate.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on, Bobby.
Come on. And then what happened in 2024, I don't think it was voting machines. I think it was people just being... It's easy to blame it.
Yeah.
But when everyone's broke and everyone's being told that this, and this are true and it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She didn't. I don't think she won one county.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like that.
But it is weird. Yeah, you're right. It's
In other words, I think it was such a landslide that it would be hard to pull that off without it looking shady. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, you put it this way. I'm a schmuck from Long Island with 6 college credits. And it was a point I wanted to make about... when by 2020... You know how you sit near the TV and just see who's going to win?
Yeah.
All of a sudden at 10 o'clock on every single network, we stopped counting. We'll pick it up tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean...
What happened?
Who's zooming who? They had to drop off, X amount of mail-in ballots.
And what was weird is we couldn't even talk about this on any kind of platform or anything. Even just the curiosity, not saying this or that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It was just like...
They found out.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, man, I got this and that. And it's like, I don't even want to say anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's interesting. We'll see what happens. I got a question for you. Shifting gears. And speaking of gears, we're talking about automobiles, dude. Car problems. I'm going to tell you a story. And I want to know about your
okay.
If you've ever had this happen, guys, maybe just so you know, automobile stuff is relatable. If you're going through it, God bless you. Say a prayer. I want your car to get better or get something going on. So I did a gig day after Christmas. Shout out to Visalia. And the day before that, I was in Clovis the day before. It was great. 2 great shows. It was awesome. And anyways, on one of the shows, after the second show, I'm walking back to my car. I'm thinking about how fun the crowd was. I got footage of it. I'm looking forward to seeing the footage. I'm like, this is great. It's like an extra Christmas bonus because I got to, it was sold out. It was amazing. Dude, it was a sold out show. It was my second one. The previous night was amazing, but it was less people, but it was a smaller room. This is a way bigger room, and there was like 300 people, and it was phenomenal. And it was like, wow. And I'm on cloud 9. I'm like, oh, this is great. I got out of there. I'm going to get home. I'm going to get back to the farm. We were staying at the farm, and it's about a half hour away, and I'm going to go. And I'm thinking about like, in fact, they gave me a pizza, right? At first I said, oh, I don't want a pizza. And he goes, are you sure? What's that word? Artisan? I guess. He goes, you got to get one. You got to get he goes, I go, okay, just give me the combo. That way I don't want to get all picky. Just the combo pizza, whatever that is. And, I had like, between me and you, I didn't care for it, like it was, I'm walking, I had a couple of bites and I'm like, this is not good, and I basically threw the pizza out. I was like, I don't need this pizza. It's not that good. I want to get back to the farm. I want to eat. My wife just made like all these, she's Armenian. She made all these grape leaves.
Right. I had some of those grape leaves the other day. They were good.
They're so good. It's healthy. Yeah. It's good for you. It tastes great.
Snappy.
It's snappy. It's kind of funny. One time I made my mother-in-law laugh. God rest her soul. I love that woman. I remember I saw somewhere that said like a tray of grape leaves or whatever would be like between $12 and $15, like for like 5 of them.
Right.
And I told her because she made them, and I got done eating them, and I go, wow. She goes, I see you liked them. I go, I loved them. I just had $80 worth of grape leaves.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was so good. Anyway, so I tossed the pizza in the car or in the garbage can, and I'm on cloud 9. I'm walking on sunshine. I go to my car, boom, turn the key. Engine doesn't start.
Yeah.
And the first thing you do, you're in denial, right?
Yeah.
You're like, wait a second, did I not turn the key hard enough? So then I turn the key again. Nothing. I don't even hear a click. I don't hear the. And I'm like, wait. And I don't even hear that. I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, hold on. Then put my foot on the brake. Make sure it's in neutral or not neutral, but make sure it's in park. Foot on the brake. Turn the key. Nothing.
Ouch.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
I always just think the next 24 hours of my life is going to be all
Yeah.
That's what I always think.
I literally was like,
tow truck, money.
I don't know what's going on. I'm like,
Can't get to bed.
I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, all right. So let's just say it's 9:30 in the morning or 9:30 at night, right? 9:30. It's cold. It's up. It's like in the 40s over there,
Right.
And I call finally AAA. They're like, it's nowadays. I don't know if you've called AAA, but it's all like, would you like a text message? And they text you back and forth, and then they know where you're at because you're GPS on your phone. So, are you on the corner of whatever? Because I parked in a good spot, so it was like very well lit main street for a small town, but. And basically, it was going to be. It was 9:30. They said they'll be there around 10:20. I'm like, all right, okay. And then around 10 o'clock, I'm like, damn, I got to take a leak. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was a bar open, so I went over there, used the restroom, but I got back in time. Boom. I called the promoter. He lives around there. So
right.
He's a comedian also. So he was out with his buddies having some fun. I told him what happened. He goes, no way. He goes, hey, we're right up the street. Let me come by. So it's one of those, like that country song, you find out who your friends are.
Yeah.
So he comes over, these three country boys, basically, and they're like, damn, man, let's take a look at it. So he looks at it, and, he goes, you got some corrosion on your battery. Maybe it's your battery. And then the one friend, he took off. He saw some highway patrol, and he's like, hey, can you? So he calls them over, and then they try to give me a jump start. And even there was sparks flying.
Nothing.
Because they don't know how to, I don't know. Maybe it was the cop hadn't really had much experience,
Didn't start.
No, it didn't start at all. And then, well, all right, CHP, thank you so much. Then they take off, and I told my buddy, I said, you guys go ahead. I'm good, man. I'm good. So I go, AAA or whatever, the tow truck's going to be here any minute. So I get back in the car, and remember I told you it's going to be 10:20?
Right.
So it's 10:19, and I'm like, man, I don't know where they're at, but that's not them either. And then it's 10. Then now it turns down they're running late. And I'm like, well, so I looked it up, and then boom, I get this new alert. It goes from 10:20 a.m. to 2:35 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now it's a hoopty script.
Now it's like I'm getting cold, man. It's really cold. All of a sudden, I was already cold because I'd been out there trying to do this whole jumpstart thing.
Yeah, but now it's
and
legitimately cold.
I'm bald, so it's like my head is cold.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, there's no heat in the car, and like an idiot, I took.
There's no heat in your hair.
Hey, okay, I'll tell you, there's no heat in my hair. All right, baby, it's cold up there.
Did they show up at 2:30?
Here's what happened. I call again, and the lady at AAA, she goes, yeah, there's different emergencies around the state. Like, I don't even know where this lady is. She goes, that was the night this fire happened on the Grapevine.
Oh,
or some explosions. A lot of tow trucks are going that way. There was something else happening over here. And I go, I'm nowhere near there. I'm like 2 hours away. And she goes, yeah, but that they could have a shortage of. And also, remember, this is like a Saturday night, or Sunday night. I don't even know. It was a Saturday night. And she goes, let me try to get in contact. And then boom, 20 minutes goes by, and then I get a call. from an unknown number, but it's, I'm like, oh, maybe it's them. And sure enough, it was a local. He goes, yeah, he's about a half hour away.
Oh, good.
Sir, are you? He's very, sir, and Mr. Carter, are you? And Mr. Carter, and you're on Main Street in Elmore or whatever the street was. Yeah. Okay, he has to get fuel. He should be there. I'm like, no problem. Boom. 25 minutes later, the guy shows up, big old giant tow truck, and he's like, yeah, so they tried to jumpstart, it didn't jumpstart. He goes, turn the key, and I turn the key, and he goes, all right, so I'm thinking your battery, checks the battery. Yeah, it looks like you got juice on your battery, probably not your alternator. I'm thinking it's your starter.
Yeah.
When have you last had your starter? Do you think? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, let's. He goes, I'm going to turn the key. Put your head down there and see if you hear something under the. He goes, you hear that click? And I'm like, I don't hear, because I'm thinking what you're thinking, like the whole.
Yeah. The battery.
I don't. But he turned the key, and I did hear like a faint like. And he goes, I think it's your starter. And so then he goes to the back of the flatbed truck, right? And he starts.
Gets a hammer.
No, not yet. I'm thinking he's going to try to pull my car up there and tow me. And that's when he gets this giant crowbar and a hammer. And he puts it up against the cylinder on the starter. And he goes, bang, bang, bang. And he goes, go turn the key. Bang, bang, bang. The car starts up.
There we go.
Glorious. And I asked you that question off the air. I go, hey, and you go, I don't miss a trick. You know that, guys, listen, if your starter, look it up on YouTube. If your starter's not working, you just put like a pipe or a pole against it?
It happened to me when I was in the police academy. I sold a car, and it wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't start again. You get like one try at that.
Yeah.
So the guy showed up, bought the car, and I forgot to do something with the registration. And then in the police academy, I got in a lot of trouble. I got like 65 parking tickets in Harlem to a pink Cadillac. And it was white when I sold it. The guy spray painted it pink. So I got out of all that. But that was a one time. And then only about 2-3 years ago, I had a little beat up pickup truck right here at CVS, and it didn't start. And I texted my 3 mechanics, Off, Trias, and Romero.
Yeah.
And all 3 texted back, find the starter and hit it with a hammer.
Wow.
So I did that as recently as 2 or 3 years ago.
Were you able to do it by yourself? Like you hit it and then you go turn the key?
Somehow it was easy to access.
They, see now, because when we tried it was like one person had to do the thing and the other person had to do the key. So it had to be 2 people.
Oh, no. Somehow, no. I remember hitting it, getting in the car and going, oh, it starts.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
No, you're right, though, because I asked the lady that when we took it to the mechanic, the lady at the front desk, she goes, yeah, I've learned a lot about cars working here. And that's.
But it's in my blood. You know how some people can curl their tongue or their earlobes are attached?
Yeah.
Vinny Moscow was a transit cop, and he had a theory that you're born with car trouble or you're not. And I'm born with it. I could tell you 100 times I broke down, but the 2 main ones, when you're coming up Laurel Canyon, right where when you're coming from the Laugh Factory and it turns real sharp at the deli, you know that little store? Mm-hmm. That's where Jim Morrison wrote "L.A. Woman."
Oh wow!
Sitting out that diner
Love
deli.
That. Oh,
but I was broken down right on that turn. So people are gaining steam, coming around a blind turn, and I'm in a white van that won't start. That was horrible. And then I used to live in upstate New York, and you cut through New Jersey to get to my precinct, and you come through the Holland Tunnel. I broke down in the Holland Tunnel on a curve.
Whoa.
So people are coming around.
Is there like a breakdown lane?
So all of a sudden, I didn't know what to do. No cell phones. Wow. No breakdown lane. Nothing. You know, it's 2 lanes with people doing 60 miles an hour around a curve because there's no traffic, right? There's no red light. It's just you. And all of a sudden, this humongous, big, flat front truck goes, put it in neutral. I'm going to push you out.
Nice.
And he had a big flat rubber front, and he like bumped me out. Yeah, but just watch this. He gains a lot of speed as you get into the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
and he shoves you off, and he takes off. He doesn't stop to help you. He doesn't call anyone.
Yeah,
he gives you an extra shove, and you think, "Oh, good, I'm going to get a parking spot or something."
Yeah,
and then he cuts to the right. He just leaves you alone. So
was that his job, or he was just a nice Samaritan?
No, that was his job to clear it out. So that's it. He's not going to help.
Yeah. I don't want to get involved. I'm not going to jumpstart you. I don't want to hear your problems. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, but lately I've been pretty lucky. But plus doing the stand-up. You know, you drive in snowstorms, you're driving in the rain, and you get back in, and like you said, now you're in a weird, different city, and the car doesn't start. Yeah.
Thank God I was parked in a good spot. You know, well-lit, Main Street, you know.
The guy knew what he was doing, too.
Yeah, that was cool. That was good. You're right.
And you can't join AAA the day you need help. You know what I mean? Like, I'll join now and get a free tow.
No. And then also you got to make sure you get enough to where you can get towed like 200 miles.
Oh, yeah. You got to pay the premium.
Yes.
That's the first thing to go when you run out of money is AAA.
Yeah. No, you can't, though.
And magazines.
Yeah, forget magazines.
No, I'm just saying, back in the day.
Isn't that hilarious? Magazines, I know. Magazines were a big deal, huh? I remember thinking, yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. I thought, man, if I ever get money, I'm going to get a magazine subscription.
No, when I moved to LA, we had some money in the bank, TV money.
Yeah.
I had GQ, Fran got whatever. It made you want to go to the mailbox.
Yeah, it was exciting.
You felt important.
Yeah, you're like, I got
free cologne.
Men's fitness. Yeah,
dude, free cologne. You rip the thing in half and rub it on your balls. I mean, your arm. You know, your wrist.
I was so broke, my favorite cologne was Tester.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. I remember, I used to do a joke about that. Like, so broke, I'd take the magazine and rub it up and down my body, you know.
Well, you know who used to do a joke like that? Steve Martin said he used to go skiing. And he's on a ski lift with a woman.
Yeah.
And you got to kind of kick your skis up on the, on the foot thing. And he'd say, my name is Mr. Rental, Steve Rental.
Steve Rental.
Because it said rental on him.
Have you ever heard that joke where they go, Bond, James Bond? I tried it. I said, DiResta, John DiResta. She said, off, fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
You heard that one?
No, but I was thinking of a lot of cops, especially transit cops that just stood around the subway all day, to keep themselves entertained. They messed with a lot of members of the pubic. You know what I mean? One guy would wear a wig and he'd turn it backwards. You know what I mean? And just make people feel weirdly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And every now and then, even back then, what's your name? What's your full and your shield number? And I was
the public would say this to you guys?
Oh, without doubt. Yeah. And I was always thinking I would make this up, but you explained that you mess with the people, and obviously it said DiResta 1623. But as soon as I left roll call, I just switched it, and it said YEW. And what's your name? Well, I'm part Chinese. I'm adopted. My dad's Chinese, so you could see my name is Yu, Officer Yu. And my first name is spelled F-O-K. That never really happened, but it's believable.
Oh.
You get it? That you're telling people
Yeah.
F you.
A fake name. No, you probably couldn't do that. You probably can't walk
Nowadays, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Those people are like yelling in someone's face, right up close.
Yeah.
And luckily, if you get to watch long enough, they get maced.
Yeah.
Back in my day, you would have got clubbed right in the ear with a nightstick.
The whole camera thing, in a way, it might be good, though, because sometimes it has your back. 100%.
I don't know if you listen to Anthony Cumia, but Anthony Cumia says, you guys wanted cameras, and now you got them. And cops couldn't be nicer to some of these people. You know what I mean? And it just shows the people turning on them.
Right.
No, I got out before that. We didn't have tasers either.
Wow.
We had no tasers.
So it was the nightstick?
We had the nightstick, the mace, and the gun. But you know what they did? When you are a rookie transit cop, the old timer takes your mace out in front of you, squirts it all on the ground, and hands it back to you. And says, now when you get into a tussle, you went to go to your mace, and it didn't work. So it was nightstick, gun.
Wow.
He was helping you out.
Yeah. Damn. I talked to some cops the other day outside the LA Zoo. By the way, if you guys want to check out a vlog, that's a video log for those of you who are not familiar with the word vlog. It's on my YouTube channel, Darren Carter on YouTube. And anyways, we went to the LA Zoo, the Festival of Lights, to check out all those. It was like a cool holiday Christmas festival type deal. And I saw 4 cops on the way out. And I was talking to him, and it was pretty cool because I saw 2 of them had old school nightstick, man. The kind of, you know what I mean? Like it goes way below their knee, and it's like.
And does it have a handle on it?
I believe it did. Yeah.
Is it like a plastic?
I don't know. It was
P24 has the handle sticking out.
I don't know. It looked like it was a long stick with like the handle.
Yeah.
Right, but I remember performing at the LAPD Academy.
Yeah, I did that too with Mike Marino.
And they told me that. I said, how come we don't have... And they said that they stopped using those traditional nightsticks after the Rodney King thing. They said because it looks offensive to the public, is what the guy said. So
they have one that opens up, kind of the metal one, maybe.
They have like these collapsible batons, and then but I asked them about that because they said that I guess it's a preference, you know, like some of them like it because it looks visually like, hey man, you know? And then it was funny. I was talking to these 3 cops, and then there was and then this other cop like started talking. And I looked, and he was the oldest one. He looked like he'd probably been on a lot longer. Right. And there was a second, even though we were all being friendly, but they don't know. I mean, I'm the public walking up to it, and I'm complimenting them. And then the guy goes, oh yeah, he goes, it definitely gets their attention when you go and you open it like that, and the collapsible baton extends. They like, oh, now we're being serious. What was that again? You know. Yeah. But it's funny. I can see that, and then all of a sudden I noticed like because you're just talking to them, and I looked, I'm like, oh my gosh, they all have like these camera, they have a lot of body stuff on, these different weapons around their tool belt, and then you see in like these camera, I'm like thinking to myself, I'm on camera right now. Right. So it is an interesting thing. Like you know what I mean? Even though kind of in a big city especially, you're on camera like from different neighbor ring cams, but all of a sudden you're talking to someone and there's like this. You know what I mean? See how I'm holding up my cell phone right now, but it's basically like this, but except it's on the body.
I get it. When I was on the job, if there was any inkling of guys that were being tested with a camera, in other words, a pilot project, these 2 cops are going to wear it. You know what they would do, right?
No.
They'd just break it. They legitimately would smash it and say it doesn't work.
Yeah.
They want no part of it.
Walk around. We want to see what
Watch this. I'm in an extremely well-made, interesting documentary about the homeless outreach.
Yeah.
And they wind up making the documentary about a cop that's a comedian in the homeless outreach that's broke, and a bum that we picked up in the subway who had no friends and nowhere to live. So this documentary follows the life of John DiResta, 3 little kids and a wife, and Jerry, a guy that lives in the subway stations, down in the tunnels. And the reason I'm the main part of the documentary is they came and they said, hey, there's 2 guys here with a 35 millimeter camera. They have a $300,000 budget, and they want to do a whole documentary about the homeless outreach unit. And they think it would be more interesting if they could follow one person and get his story. Who wants to volunteer? And 30 guys went, I don't want any camera near me when I'm on duty as a cop. And I went, I'll do it. And this is really crazy, wild, interesting. Yeah. And in the opening scene, I'm doing a set at Caroline's, and I go, you want to know what it's like to be a New York City transit cop? And there's a lot of people in the audience. Go out in your garage on the hottest day of August, urinate in the corner, and stand there for 9 hours. And they cut to the audience, and everyone's cracking up, and Joy Behar's face is like, her mouth's wide open, howling at that joke.
Nice.
So it's a very interesting documentary, but what I'm getting at is all those cops thought was, I don't want a camera on me.
Right.
And I thought, wow, this thing, A, it's interesting, B, I could turn it on, and no one knows I'm turning it on.
Yeah.
Like, I already had this shtick down of, whatever it is. Like, I knew that this didn't make it. But it was a rainy, poury, cold night of snow and rain, and the homeless outreach van was sold out. So imagine like 6 bench seats that each have 6 bums in it. You know what I mean? Crowded all in, like 30 bums. And
unhoused individuals.
Unhoused.
No, I'm just kidding.
Clients. Yeah. Send up that smelly bum. Central be advised, send up that smelly fucking bum from Times Square. I can't remember this. I always tell the story.
A part that didn't make the documentary.
Oh, and we had just gotten new vans, so they had a good stereo. And dude, WSOU 89.5 from Seton Hall, New Jersey, has been heavy metal for 40 years, 24/7. And I would put on Fairies Wear Boots. I would put on Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck by Prong. Wow. And I would have it full blast. And here's the camera just on each bum eating a sandwich, sucking down a warm milk. And they can't complain because I'm giving them a free ride and free food.
And also, they probably didn't use it. Looking back, probably
because of the music. Yeah. But I'm saying I was doing a lot of little funny things that looked like I was doing them anyway. But I was playing it up. I was being performative.
Yeah, that's cool.
But anyway, we never had to really deal with the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Switching gears. Another one. Boom. I remember another time that my car broke down. It was my first road trip as a young man. Like, you're like 22. I was 22 years old on my own. Like, I left, at that time I lived in San Jose, California, and I did a whole run of like way up by myself to Oregon and Washington and Idaho. And at one point my car broke down. Bam. And what do you do? I'm like, well, I guess I could walk to the next town. And then luckily some car pulled over, and a random stranger gave me a ride. He was in a wheelchair. But he had a wheelchair. I sat in the back seat. The chair was folded down. The seat was folded down. I saw the wheelchair. And so in my mind, I thought, if this is a killer, at least I can get out and try to run away from him.
Yeah, there you go.
Now looking back, even that guy could have failed. I got really lucky, right? Just a random, imagine like you're in a car and some random person picks you up. And takes you somewhere. It's like, we do it now with Ubers, but at least with Uber, you kind of know who they are. And
one of the first fights I ever had with Fran was my wife of 33 years. We were on a date right at Rockaway, the end of Far Rockaway, and within 100 feet, it turns into Long Island. Like, we were in New York City driving to Long Island, but it was all within a mile. And we went on a date, and somebody was hitchhiking, and I pulled over, and as soon as they put their hand on the door handle, I pulled away because I'm an a-hole.
Yeah.
And she couldn't believe that I did that to somebody. You know what I mean? Where I thought that's what you always did with a hitchhiker.
You thought it was funny?
Yeah, of course. Watch this.
You're not a good guy.
Well, watch this. This is a funny thing. The homeless outreach.
Damn, that's messed up, dude.
Well, it gets worse. The homeless outreach, they would give us a New York City bus.
Yeah.
Some nights was a van. A real crowded nights, we took a bus.
Yeah.
but it didn't say up on front, Broadway to 59th, Santa Clarita to the Venice Beach. It just had no numbers.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, this is a funny observation. John Toomey would stop at a bus stop. It would be freezing cold.
Yeah.
And, people were out there, and we would pull up. He would open the door, and just as they went to step in, he would just pull away.
Wow.
And we all thought it was the funniest thing. But here's what I'm getting at. If it's snowing really hard and you do that to somebody, and they've been out there, they have snow on them.
Yeah. Ooh.
It could be a 14-year-old kid or a 90-year-old woman. As soon as he pulls away, they put up the finger and scream, F you.
Oh, yeah.
No matter who it is.
Wow.
It could be a priest or a nun.
Wow.
But they're so cold and they've been so, what's the word? Turned on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Violated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But sometimes, watch this.
Yeah.
We would stop 10 feet away, get on. We would let people get on, even though we weren't, where are you going? We'll get as close. So every now and then we did the right thing.
Wow.
And I told you this, that when we were in the van, not necessarily the bus, but in the van, I would drive a lot of comedians to their sets. I would park out in front of a comedy club, like the one that everyone talks about. What is it?
The Cellar.
And we'd park out in front, and Mulrooney or Dave Attell or whoever would come running up, and you could see them looking for a cab. Whoop! Hop in. Where you going? Caroline's. I got to be there in 13
minutes. Dude, there's
minutes.
nothing better than when you're cold and you're waiting for that ride, and then like I remember like the tow truck pulls up and it's like this big engine, it's rumbling, like, and all the heat. And you're just like, oh, thank you, man. Oh,
yeah, they're
it's
heroes.
The best. All right, let me ask you a question. Switching gears again. This is a wood question.
Go ahead.
Since you're a woodworker, you have your own business.
I made this table.
So we have a nice table. So cabinets at home, you're opening the door, you're closing the door, you're opening the door. And eventually what happened is like the hinge started to kind of, the wood screw or whatever that goes into the...
Started to pull out of...
Yeah, started to pull out and get all broken. And then and all of a sudden one day the door it totally broke off.
Right.
So we repaired it. I'm going to tell you, my wife did this, but she was like, I wonder if she was joking, because you know how you knew the thing about how to fix the starter,
right?
She goes, I wonder if John would know how to do that, like, your the wear and tear on this screw.
I do know how to do it.
On the screw hole is okay. What would you recommend?
You take shards of wood or toothpicks with glue.
Yes.
You jam it in.
Yes.
You let it dry overnight and you sand it flat, and now the screw will take into that wood.
Damn,
thank you. $1.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to my
Who's
wife.
the a-hole now?
Yeah. Who's the a-hole now? So here's what. Yeah. It said put as many as you can in there. Put the wood glue.
Yeah.
But I don't think. Yeah. And then but we didn't wait till overnight. We're just like, that's good enough. But it worked though, and it's still working.
No, I know a lot of Risky Bets told me a good carpenter is a good carpenter.
Yeah.
A great carpenter knows how to hide his mistakes. So today, all I had to do was sand 3 wooden shelves, sand them and stain them. Mm-hmm. And the guy that cut them for me kind of got the worst grade wood. Mm. Just, these are nice shelves that are going to be eye level in someone's $1 million home.
Yeah.
And I had to pull a good 8 or 10 tricks today to fill a hole, cover a hole, sand the hole, make one board look like the other. And I really was like proud of myself. I was like, I could just get 3 new boards tomorrow and spend another $80 and make something out of these. But I'm at the shop now. I want to kind of get them done. But with wood fill and a couple of other really funny things or crafty things, and no one's going to notice. In a million years, no one will notice.
That's cool.
And you put obviously the best part of the wood is going to be the front part of the shelf. You dig what I mean?
Yeah.
And so wherever it's misfitted on the other side, once they hang it up, they're never going to see it.
Right.
But, to deliver it with the right amount of wood fill,
that's cool.
They won't notice it. If you didn't do anything, they would notice it.
How is it? I was going to say, like, how people have like their imagination of what it's like having your own wood shop. Like, I watch your videos and it looks really cool, especially on a rainy day. It's like, to me, it seems it's all rainy and cold, but like you look like you're all cozy in there, like it's Santa's workshop. You've got all the wood and the tools, and then now you're adding music to your videos. Like it looks like a very
I've had quite a love-hate relationship. I've been crafting since I'm in 5th grade. I started to make money with a craft item in 5th grade. Brad Goldsamt was the first person. I made a little thing for the teacher that said, Mrs. Smith, and he said, "Can I get one of those? And how much would it be?" And I said, 25 cents a letter. Chip. That was it, not Brad. Brad was number 2. Chip was the first customer.
Wow.
And I cut this little thing that said Chip out of pine with a jigsaw. My dad burnt it with a torch and rubbed it off. And the next day, I made $1. That was my first item I ever sold. Chip and then Brad. And then teachers and doctors.
How'd you come up with the 25 cents a letter?
Just, I don't know. It's just,
That's cool.
You know what I mean? It's just, watch this. Now, it sounds more uniformed because I make benches now. So today, a guy said, I need a 10-foot bench and a 5-foot bench. How much? He went right to it. And I had a finesse, I make custom, depends how big. But I just said it's $40 per linear foot. And it's hard, instead of going, I don't know, $2.99, it's a very simple process.
Yeah.
So I said to him, hey, it's usually $45 a foot. I was in the middle of doing this video when a homeless guy came in and was yelling in the background. I had to redo it. I said, it's usually $45 a foot. For you, 40 since it's New Year's. You want 15 feet of bench, it's $600. If you pay all up front, I'll do it for $575. If not, 50% down. So to answer your question, for 50 years, I can't stand this workshop. Thank God I get to go here. I can't stand this workshop. Thank God I get to go here. I legitimately had maybe 3 or 4 TV shows that I got back, on the air separately.
Yeah.
And almost every single time I gave up. I'm going to be rich and famous now. I sold the tools. I couldn't wait to get away from it.
Wow.
And then Nick Offerman said to me, dude, if you're making TV money or acting money, now you get better tools, you get better trucks, whatever it is. You keep the business. It gives you somewhere to go.
Yeah.
So in the last couple of weeks, I've really found that, because I don't go on the road as much as a comedian as you do. You know what I mean? I'm not really into the flights and the hotels and the bad weather and et cetera, et cetera. Don't do this. You can't say that. So I'm glad I get to go to the workshop. I'm glad I get to come home at night. And I don't have a woman to answer to, so I don't have to run home to have dinner every night at 6. I have the option to stay at the workshop till 8 or 9 or 10 at night.
Yeah.
And I have the option to not make custom shelves for one person, but just to make spec items that, like that bench you saw in that video is for sale now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised. It could sell right now, or it could take 6 months to sell. You never know. I sold a bench today out of my shop to a guy that just checked in this morning, and they're all stacked up. And you know what I tell them now? You can unstack them. If you see one you like, I'm old. I just sit down in a chair, and now they're all lifting them up and handing them off to the wife.
Yeah. And
he bought one today that was really nice, and it was in that stack for 6 months.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? But
they kind of maybe how they enjoy treasure hunting, almost like you said, garage sailing. Or yard. It's like, oh wow, like all these.
No, when they turn the corner, they're like, wow, this is where all the magic happens.
Wow.
I made that thing, and the guy returned it. That shelf unit.
Oh, but it's a beautiful shelf unit.
He didn't think so. He hated.
Wow.
Ready for this? The only thing my wife and I liked were the handles, and we gave those to you.
Ooh.
And when he returned it, he took the handles off.
Oh wow.
That was $1,000 for Dr. Sandler. And when I gave him the $1,000 back, what would it have taken to go, you're a poor working schmuck. I'm taking $1,000 out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Here's $100. Buy yourself a pizza with your nothing.
Nothing. He was just.
And that's been for sale on the internet for 2 years.
Does it make you? This is a dumb question because I already know the answer, but fuck it, I'll say it. Does it? So this has been in your house for a year.
About 2 years now.
2 years. It has cubby holes. It's beautiful. It's brown. It's like many cubby holes, and it's
and
top,
dude,
and
see
it's
the
huge.
doors on the bottom?
Yeah,
they're soft close. If you want to try it.
Yeah, you close it and it goes.
Yeah, and it
like
clicks
a hydraulic.
in.
I mean, this is nice. So you've had it for, you said 2 or 3 years? 2
right.
years? And you have pictures of your, different people on there?
Right, and the sitcom.
And here's the question.
Those VHS tapes of the sitcom.
Wow. And I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyways. When the day that this is gone, is it going to make you a little sad?
Yes. Right now I'm used to it. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. But if it sells, who doesn't need the money? I can make another one.
I thought you were going to say something different.
No. Dude,
how much are you selling that for?
I originally charged him $1,000. I had to give him back $1,000.
Yeah.
Now it's on the internet for $4.99.
No way.
Yeah, and I've only got a couple of nibbles.
Guys, you want to make John DiResta cry. You want to make him sad.
And that shelf unit I picked out of the garbage.
Don't buy it. Which one?
That that big shelf unit.
Wow, someone just left that in the alley.
Yeah, someone
or
left it somewhere. Oh no, you know what? I delivered a custom shelf.
Yeah.
And he said, "I don't want this one no more. You want to take a?" I said, "Yeah, I'll donate it to the cancer camp."
Hey, every now and then I walk around and I go, and you guys will be seeing videos, and we're still celebrating Christmas. That's what I love about January, February. I walk around, and the further we get away from Christmas and people still have Christmas decorations up, I love doing those videos. Been doing them for years.
Oh, nice.
And we still celebrating Christmas. And sometimes I'm walking around and I'll see like furniture, or I'll see an item, and I'm like, John, what do you think of this? I'll take a photo, and every now and then you're like, yes, where is it? What's the address?
And you know what was here? There was a big mirror that was in that spot.
Yeah.
That was because you recommend a lot, and a lot of it's junk.
Yeah.
You don't know that, though, but it looks like real wood, and you get there, it's flake board, and the day it rains, it's all sagged.
It's IKEA or something.
Yeah, it's junk. But there was a big mirror with metal around it in that spot that you pointed out, and guess what?
What?
I had a customer here one day and said, how much is that mirror? I said, 200 or something,
Wow.
I don't know what it was,
Nice.
But yeah, most of the stuff you recommend when you get there and get up close.
Yeah.
It's
no names, but if there was a certain friend of ours that was sitting here, be like, "Come on, man, 200. Don't you think it's fair, man?"
I think I sold it for 40.
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Should I get 20?
And that stereo was found in the garbage. That old school 80s stereo.
Wow.
My son said, "I'll sell it to you, or I'm putting it on. I need the money. I'm going to put it on Facebook."
Do you think more stuff is like left around here because it's LA and people their dreams change?
I've traveled the world.
Yeah.
Right, from Hong Kong to Alaska to Florida to Jersey to everywhere,
Milwaukee,
to Oregon, Milwaukee, and I've never. And my eye is out. I've never seen more stuff put on the curb than in the San Fernando Valley. Mm-hmm. I mean, every day I could stop and pick something up.
I talked to a guy once about camera equipment, about 4 years ago. And he goes, I hate to say it, man, but around the first of the month, a lot of people sell their camera equipment and go back to their town.
Wow.
He goes, you just got to, bring in extension cord and make sure you plug.
Oh, dude! On that note,
Anyways,
that comedian, I was supposed to be in touch with him today. The guy that lost all the weight, we saw him in Burbank.
Yeah,
Nick.
Yeah,
I was supposed to pick up a twice the size of that shelf unit that he doesn't want anymore.
Wow!
But I just thought of him. It's
ask him, talk to him. It's raining.
A little late. No, not now.
No. I wonder if it's raining.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I was going to say is, I remember one time somebody had left some books on the curb, and I looked at the books, and it was really weird. It was like, it was very, they were an actor, and they just said, I can't take this anymore.
Yeah.
It was like,
they get starved out.
It was like how to act, the lessons of acting, the secrets of acting.
I have a whole collection of books about stand-up and acting.
Yeah.
Because people get starved out.
Right.
And you know what I noticed at a lot of garage sales? It's not people that were just starved out that ran out of money. It's like, wow, you guys are selling a lot of stuff. Yeah, we had enough. We did 30 years. We're going to go back to Oregon. My husband was a regular on this and that. We got the residuals. We got the pension. And they just moved back to where they came from. Like I never thought that would happen.
Yeah.
And they can't wait to do it. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, we put our time in.
Wow.
There was I worked in Coney Island. I was a transit cop, and there was every couple of months, we all converge on an incident. Someone's run over by the train, someone's killed. And there was a cop in the 6-0 precinct. So he worked Coney Island as a NYPD. I worked Coney Island as a transit cop in the subway. And I'd see him once or twice a year. And he had a wicked accent. And I go, dude, where are you from? Because we're all from New York, Long Island, Staten Island, Jersey. He goes, I'm from Kentucky. I have a wife and kids there. I'm here for the paycheck, the pension. And he said, the day I hit my 20 years, I'm going home with my pension. And I said, how often do you visit? He said, well, I'll put my days off with my vacation, and I'll, every 6 months I spend, 4 weeks with my wife and kids. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I would have never thought that in a million years.
Man, I saw a video today. This guy rides a motorcycle in New York, and he goes, I go out to my motorcycle, my license plate, someone stole it. They stole his license plate. So he said, he's like, damn it. So he went to the DMV, and they go, oh, no, you need to. No, he went to the cops. And the cops go, no, you got to go to the DMV and get this. Get it. So he goes there, and then they were like, no, you need to fill out this form, but we don't have that form. You got to go to this other DMV on the other side of Brooklyn or whatever. So he goes over there, And they're like, no, you need to report this to the police. We need a police report. And you just basically, it was like a hamster wheel going ding, bing, 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 bing. And he's going all around it. And it just shows you like the red tape that you have to deal with and how stressful things can be. And then I think at the end of it, he was like, he saw another motorcycle and he just basically, his punchline to this whole long story was he just was like, he stole their license plate, stuck it on. But it's just the whole... the red tape of something like that. I was like, thank God I don't have to deal with that stuff.
I know.
Zing. Anyways, guys, it was a fun day today with John. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Leave some comments. It helps that algorithm.
Thank you.
Give some thumbs ups on YouTube. Buy me a coffee. It's in the description. Hire me for a Cameo. John, you got to get on Cameo. Cameo's great.
Yeah.
People can get messages. You can do like.
Well, you know what I do about 2-3 times a year. Someone just hits me up directly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, can you do my grandfather's birthday? He likes you.
Yeah.
In other words, I don't even do it through Cameo. I just,
that's cool.
Yeah, they just send me a Zelle.
Just a 1 to 2 minute video.
Yeah,
and boom.
yeah.
That's cool. He's available that way.
I heard you're a Ranger fan.
Yeah. I love doing it, man. It's
cool.
Don't. You know, I do. See, people are different. I don't mind doing it. I like doing it. There's one guy that hired me 3 times.
Oh, wow.
For his wife's birthday. And then one time, he doubled down, and it was like, there's like a business fee that, because your normal, I think my rate now is, I don't even know what it is, like $29 or whatever, because you could change your rate.
Yeah, I get it.
But I did a business one, like a commercial, like if it's for a business, and then it was great. It was like $250 or something.
Wow.
And it was for, I'll never forget it because it's the only one I've done for that amount of money. And it was like, shout out to the mortgage mama. And it was like, she was a mortgage lady. And then he hit me up about 6 months ago and he's like, hey man, can't believe it. My wife and I are getting divorced.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was weird. Like, I was like,
it was your fault.
No, it wasn't my fault.
She found out he spent $250 on it.
No, it was just the cameos, the birthdays, the mortgage mama.
No, I get it.
They were in the real estate business. It was like, wow.
You ruined it.
But anyways, guys, I am available for Cameo. Dude, someone hired me to sing happy birthday to their dog.
Nice.
They probably
I like it.
I feel like sometimes people are messing with me.
Yeah,
but at the same time, who cares, right? It's
$29 for 30 seconds.
Exactly. Well, I go longer than that, but yeah.
The last one I got was a scam. The last one was like, hey, we really like you, $250.
Oh, yeah.
And it was something that I picked up on.
Right.
I don't know if they were not going to pay me or there was some kind of weird, it was the beginning of a scam. Yeah, and somehow I recognized it.
Not good. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Cameo. Buy me a coffee. If you can't afford any of that right now, it's okay. Thumbs up, comment, share this episode, share all the videos, and we'll see you next week. All right? Don't hurt nobody. Be careful.
Thank you.
Everybody listen to Darren Carter. We all know he's the party starter. So if you want to listen to a podcast for free, then listen to The Pocket Party.